Hey party people, what I've got for you today might seem a little bit crazy. This is a modular sling system that allows you to add and subtract things to the overall sling setup so that you can carry different kinds of gear, more gear, less gear, or whatever you want, all in the same sling setup. All three of these items are from a company called ADD1D or ADD1D. I'm not sure exactly how they want it to be said, but that's the company name. And you have over here the Kangaroo Sling, the baby pouch, and this tablet sleeve. So these three things, believe it or not, actually fit together and work together. So there's a way to put this little baby pouch inside this larger Kangaroo Sling at the same time as the tablet sleeve, or replace that with the tablet sleeve. So it's kind of this crazy modular system, and it seems a little bonkers to me, but it is really interesting and innovative in design, so we can definitely go over this and show you how it works and go over the overall qualities of these three bags and attachments. First up, we have the cornerstone of this whole system, which is the Kangaroo Sling. This comes in a navy as well as a black color, and it retails for $79 US. It's made from a 900D water-resistant fabric. And to give you a little bit of a description of what this fabric feels like, it feels a little rubbery, a little leathery. It's almost like something that feels extremely waterproof, but it doesn't really feel like fabric-y in any way. It feels more like you would get on something like a dry bag or a coat. It's got YKK AquaGuard zippers throughout, so that's nice to see, gives you a little bit of extra waterproofing. And it measures in by about 13 by 6 by 5 inches and weighs 1.05 pounds. And for my metric people, it's 33 by 15 by 13 centimeters and 0.48 kilograms. It's got 5.5 liters of volume, so there's plenty of room to fit everything you would need. And the front pocket actually has RFID blocking if you want to put your contactless cards in there. So the system is really interesting. And I've seen a lot of kangaroo style sling bags recently. I've reviewed things like the Mopac. I've reviewed the Neo Smart that had that kind of setup. I've reviewed a couple different bags that have that setup where you have this extra pocket in between the front quick access and the back main compartment. And it allows you to fit things like a water bottle, a hat, a rolled up bedroll, an umbrella. Anything you want could fit easily into that little pocket, and we'll go over that more when I show the modularity of this bag. In this front pocket here, with the nice YKK zipper, you have kind of this satiny, interesting material on the inside. It almost feels like the inside of a jacket or the inside of a suit or something, or a blazer. It's kind of this soft satiny material. Then you have a key leash that's pretty interesting because you have a little key ring here, and then you also have a retractable key leash. So I think that's actually a really nice design. I wish more bags came with a retractable or a removable one because it allows you to get more use out of this. If you're at a door and you have your key hooked up, you can stretch it out to a super long length and then you can easily open the door. All I've got attached here is a Gerber dime multi-tool just to have a little multi-tool with me. Then I also have a pair of sunglasses on the inside here in a protective case. And so then the rest of this pocket doesn't have any organization. That's all you got in there. Then if you look at the carry system for this bag, it has kind of those Bellroy style compression straps where when you're wearing this across your body, it kind of pulls itself taut and allows you to have a little bit more compression to the overall shape of the bag. You have a good nylon strap here. It's that seatbelt material. You got strap keepers. You have this interesting buckle. I would have preferred a little bit more secure of like a Duraflex style buckle. This is lightweight, but it just feels a little bit finicky and it's not as smooth as a Duraflex would be. So I would prefer them to use Duraflex in the future or something like that, but this works just fine. You also have multiple ways to adjust this. So there's multiple adjustment points on this strap. You just have to be careful if you're wearing this with something like a backpack. This may dig into your back unless you move this along the strap to a place where it wouldn't dig in. Overall, decently wide, decently nice strap. Then you have a padded carry handle, always nice to see on a larger sling so you can move it around. I always like having some kind of discrete carry handle because it allows you to move this around pretty easily. Then you have the little back pocket here, which I always like to see on slings to hide your passport, your wallet, or things you want up against your body. In there, I just have a pouch wallet from Thread Wallets. This has been my go-to EDC wallet lately. Then in the main compartment here, you can open that up. And I have my Lockbee Field Folio in the A6 size. This has a couple different notebooks, pens, and things like that inside. Really nice way for me to take notes and keep things organized. And I love the heritage aesthetic of these Lockbee journal holders. Then we'll see as we go over this later, but here's my charger for my laptop that's in the tablet sleeve. So that can be put in there and put away easily. You have a nice large, this could even fit a tablet kind of sleeve in here. And then on the front of that section, you also have two little slide pockets. But because this is such thin material, you may have trouble getting this to stay upright if you only have stuff in here. And, you know, it kind of pulls down this little section here if you have heavy stuff in there. So just keep that in mind. You have some large volume on the inside. You could easily fit a water bottle in here, anything like that. There's a ton of room. Like I can stretch this super wide. If you put my sunglasses in there just to show you like how wide you could make it, plenty of room in there. And then you have some stretchy mesh pockets on this other side to put more gear. I just have my MagSafe Banks 10,000 milliamp hour battery bank in there. So there's plenty of room and plenty of organization to fit your needs on the inside of this main pocket. Plenty of room. It's 5.5 liters, so you could fit all kinds of stuff in here. Then the main star of the show and the point of the modularity of this bag is actually this little Velcro attachment point here. So where the Kangaroo pouch is, you can open it up. And there's actually a large hook and loop section here where you can stick gear. There is two different kinds of hook and loop. So there's the part at the top that's a little bit scratchier and keeps this closed. And then you have the fuzzy side of the hook and loop on this side and also below right here. And you have a little bit of material at the bottom to keep it in line. And then if you look, you have this super long, super adaptable little shock cord leash. And it has a little leash keeper here. So it allows it to stop at a certain point. And you can pull it all the way out. You have a little grab tab there. And what this allows you to do is at the bottom of the bag, you can see the way that the shock cord is kind of netted through, and it gives you an opportunity to fit really large items. So because you have so much slack here, you could stretch this out to ridiculous proportions and add any kind of large items to this cavity right here. And it gives you the flexibility to modularly change this bag to suit your needs. And then one of the things that they include with this bag are these little Velcro straps that are designed to wrap around an umbrella, wrap around anything that you want to put in this pocket and keep it in place. I just have a hoodie that I've wrapped in these two straps. And if I put it in there and close it down, you can see that it's securely not going to fall out. Can put a hoodie in here and keep it safe. But just to note, this does make it super bulky. So I would consider wearing this on my back if I was going to wear something so bulky in here. It would be hard to wear this across my chest or at my waist if I've got like a giant hoodie in there. But I just wanted to demonstrate how much you could fit in here. I mean, you could fit an entire backpack in this slot. It's so large. But yeah, I just have a hoodie in there, and that is one use case that you could apply to this. Then the next part of the system is the ADD1D or ADD1D baby pouch. This comes in an orange, but this looks more like a yellow color as well as gray. It retails for $35 US. And you could actually use this as a sling or an EDC pouch tech pouch because it's got a removable strap there. It's also made from the same 900D water resistant fabric as the Kangaroo Sling, but this uses SBS waterproof zippers instead of using YKK. I would prefer YKK, but it's no big deal really either way. It measures in at 9.4 by 5.1 by 2.3 inches thick, and it weighs 0.29 pounds. And for my metrics people, it is 24 by 13 by 6 centimeters and 0.13 kilograms, and it has 1.5 liters of volume. So it's a nice little pocket dump style minimal sling here. You have one external pocket here, got a nice little zipper garage there with the SBS waterproof zippers that are coated. Open that up. And in here, I just have a titanium County Com pen that's bolt action, really nice little writing pen. And then I have my Woobin PL01 pen flashlight. This is my favorite EDC flashlight. And in this pocket here, it's kind of not super deep. It only goes down around halfway to 2/3 of the front of the bag. It would be perfect for things like pens, pencils, flashlights, or some kind of sunglasses or eyeglasses, because it's just a shallow, wide pocket. And it also has that satiny material, just like the Kangaroo Sling does. Then, on the main pocket, you also have a waterproof SBS zipper. If you open this up, you have my personal medical kit I've gone over 1,000 times. And then you also have this little TAU2 small battery backup charger for your phone or other devices. And then in the little slot back here, I just have a Write in the Rain notebook to go with that pen. You have a little slot in the back here. Makes it easy to fit things. You could fit small devices like your phone or a notebook or a wallet or something like that. And then you have a nice size zipper pocket that goes all the way across the front of it where you could put gear that you want to keep secured away. Then you also have two little stretchy mesh pockets on the other side, plus some decent interior volume. Like I said, it's 1.5 liters, so that's really nice. If we flip over to the back, you can see it's a decent sized strap. It's not as wide as the Kangaroo Sling one, so it wouldn't be as comfortable, but it works well enough, has an adjustment point. And the only way you can take it off and put it back on is to either slip it over your shoulder, or you have these little gated clips at either side. So if you want to remove those, you can just squeeze it together and remove. There you go. And then on the other side, do the same thing. Squeeze it together and remove. And I'm not going to lie, these aren't the easiest ones to remove because they've got this little hook on them so they can get caught on the little attachment point. Just something to note. And then to keep that strap organized in case I want to use it later, I'm going to put it in this little quick access pocket on the front of the bag here. And there you have it, converted to an EDC pouch or a tech pouch, a DOP kit. You could use it the same as any little zipper pouch that you would use in any of your kits. Then if you flip to the back, this is where the meat and potatoes are. So you have these little peel back Velcro flaps on the back. So you peel that back, nice strong Velcro. The only thing I don't like about this is that there's no like way to attach these once you have them open. I wish either the whole thing ripped off or there was some way to secure these together. You don't really have a way to take your thumb away, then they kind of like flip back. But the point of this is, if you take the Kangaroo Sling, you can pull apart the Velcro, as I said. And then on either side, whichever way you want to orient this, if you want it to be facing out or you want it to be facing in, you can peel back these little flaps as I just showed, but again, it closed on its own, which is kind of annoying. You can fit it right in there, close it up, and then you can kind of cinch it with this super long shock cord here. If you want to cinch it closed, have the ability to cinch it up, and then it's pretty secure in there. And you have a little mini EDC pouch, so you could use the bigger sling as kind of your everyday carry for like a small tablet, e-reader, or things you don't need quick access to. And then when you get to your destination, if you need a small, tiny sling to carry around just your essentials, you have that there. You can just pull it out, walk around and use it. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of interesting. I don't know why I would need two slings of different sizes, but if you need that, you have that ability with this little sling setup. And then the last part of this whole setup is the tablet sleeve. This comes in navy blue as well as black, and it retails for $35 US. It holds tablets or laptops up to 13 inches in size. It's also made from that 900D water-resistant fabric, the same way as the baby pouch and the Kangaroo Sling. And it also has the SBS waterproof zippers instead of YKK, just like the baby pouch. So again, I would prefer YKK, but it's not that big of a deal. It measures in at 12.2 by 9.6 by 0.79 inches, and it weighs in at 0.53 pounds. For my metric people, it is 31 by 24.5 by 2 centimeters, and it weighs in at 0.24 kilograms. And it's actually just a really nice laptop sleeve. So even beyond this modular setup, for 35 bucks, getting this waterproof, nice quality tablet sleeve is actually kind of nice just on its own. I wanted to mention that because I'll probably use this when I have like backpacks that don't have a ton of laptop protection. I could use this instead to protect a tablet or laptop. So it's actually nice to see. You have this little external pocket here where you can fit additional gear or flat things. It's super soft. It's almost like a microfiber. So you could probably put like sunglasses or any kind of tech gear that has a screen you don't want to get scratched, because it's this microfiber, super soft material on the inside. On the back, you have a nylon grab handle, and this is just a nice flat, non-padded grab handle. It stays out of the way for you, but you have a way to move it around, so that's nice to see. On the main compartment, you have the SBS waterproof zippers. You have that same microfiber interior with a lot of padding, and there's also like almost like a little false bottom of about a ½ inch. So you're able to know that your tech is protected in here, even just to the sleeve. Feels very well padded. I just have my 11-inch Samsung Chromebook in here. So it's nice to know that you can fit smaller laptops, like I said, up to 13 inches. This one's 11 inches, and you can fit tablets up to 13 inches and e-readers and things like that. So there's a lot of versatility in this little pouch here. Then just like with the baby pouch, you have these two little Velcro panels here that you can peel back and expose the Velcro. But again, there's no way to secure this part closed. So if you let go, it's just gonna close up on you. So that is a little bit annoying. I wish there was some way to secure it, or that you could just peel the whole back panel off and it would attach at this side or something. I don't know, there's just other ways you could have designed this to make it a little bit less annoying. Again, if you take the Kangaroo Sling, pull it apart, this time give yourself a little bit more slack. Loosen this up. Give yourself a little bit more slack here, and then peel this back. And you can attach the tablet sleeve like that. So then you have a sling and a tablet sleeve in one. If you're going to the coffee shop and you need to take your laptop out, just peel this off. And then you could have your other stuff in your sling, your tablet or your laptop in here. So it's just an interesting, cool kind of design. I don't know how much I would personally use this, but I think that this is a really interesting concept. I think the concept is that if you have a short distance travel where you need your tablet, you could fit it in here and not have to carry it separately. And then in your everyday life, you just have the Kangaroo Sling to walk around, and it gives you the option to like add on to it if you need to for short distance travel, or take it away. Or I think if you're going on like an airplane or something and you want to use this as a personal item, you have the flexibility to add in additional items. And then if you want to see what this looks like as a true monstrosity, you can undo this. Stick this one to the back here. And then you see that the tablet sleeve is attached to this side of the hook and loop right there. So it's securely in there. And then you can take the baby pouch and do the same thing where you undo this back panel. And then just face it the other way. And then you can tighten up this little strap here, just like you did before. Tuck that away between them. And then you have the baby pouch, the tablet sleeve, and the Kangaroo Sling all in one thing. You know, it's kind of awkward and weird looking, but you do have a lot of flexibility to have a small sling bag, a larger sling bag, and a tablet sleeve all in one. It's almost like a little chest or backpack overall. And I think that's the point that I'm getting to with all of this is, if I had the need to carry a tablet, and I needed a small sling, and I needed a medium sling, and I needed all of these different things to be able to be carried at the same time, I would just wear a backpack and maybe bring a small sling with me. I don't really see a whole lot of point in having a modular sling that you can Frankenstein out to this crazy level. I just don't personally think I would ever use this. I think these are quality slings in and of themselves. I think if you want to wear this as a sling, the Kangaroo Sling, or the baby pouch, or use that as a tech pouch, EDC pouch, I think that's useful, and it has high quality materials, plenty of organization, and I think overall these are kind of stylish and minimal, and you could use them in their individual use cases. But when I consider using them all in tandem in this crazy Frankenstein arrangement, I don't personally think I would ever do that. I think for me, what I'm gonna do is take this laptop sleeve, this tablet sleeve, use that on its own, use this as a tech pouch because it's a nice little protective tech pouch with good organization in it, and then use this as a larger sling, and I could easily fit an umbrella, or if I needed like a bedroll or anything like that, an extra hat, gloves, things like that that I needed to put in this kangaroo pouch, I have that ability as well. So instead of being greater than the sum of its parts, I think its parts are greater than the sum of its parts. So that is what I would use this for. And before we go, I just wanted to show you what this looks like on me in its different orientations. So this is the Kangaroo Sling on its own, just a decent, nice, medium-sized sling. It has enough leaderage to fit anything you might need inside. You could wear it like this, you could wear it on your side, or you could wear it on your back, which is the way I would probably wear it just because it's a little bit larger. Then you have the smaller baby pouch, which is totally fine. I don't love this color, but you could easily wear this as an everyday pocket dump kind of sling on your chest or on your back. I do wish the strap did have a clip though that made it easier to put on and take off though. And this is the full Frankenstein-y setup where you have the Kangaroo Sling, the baby pouch, and the tablet sleeve all together. I would never wear this on my chest. It looks absolutely ridiculous. If I wanted to wear it at all, I would definitely wear it on my back because I feel like that makes the most sense. And just like something like a deconstructed tiramisu or that stupid trend in cooking where people do deconstructed everything that's a classic good dish already, there's no reason to break down a backpack into these different formats, in my opinion. I think that it's overly complicated. It doesn't really look that good. It doesn't really function that well. It's kind of just a weird way to set things up. I really personally don't like the way that this looks or functions, and I think for someone like me that's a minimalist, this is like something that gives me anxiety and makes me want to run away and hide in a cave somewhere. So I don't want to act like this is all bad. I do appreciate that ADD1D or ADD1D is doing innovative things with bag design. It's hard to find that in this day and age because I feel like everything's been done to death. So when I do see an innovation, I do want to acknowledge it. This is an innovation. It's not an innovation that I like. I think if I needed to carry this much stuff, I would carry just a backpack, a packable day pack, or a backpack in combination with a small sling. I think that would fit my needs way better than a system like this, where I feel like it's overly complicated, overly Frankenstein, and downright kind of ugly. Although I do want to say that the quality and the materials themselves are really nice. So I think on their own, you're better off with this. If you want just the baby pouch for a small sling, just the Kangaroo Sling for a modular sling that you could fit other items into, but you just need a larger sling. Or if you just want a nice small laptop or tablet protective sleeve that's made of really quality materials and has really good weatherproofing, then go with the tablet sleeve. I just think as an overall system, I am absolutely not a fan. What do you think of this system? Is this something that you would use? Would you rather just use a backpack? How do you personally feel about this? Please leave a comment below. If you have any other slings you'd like me to review, please leave a comment below as well. And if you like review videos like this, please like, comment, and subscribe because it helps the channel out a lot. If you want to pick up any of these items, I have a discounted affiliate link in the description below, so check that out if you want to check out this brand. I think they make high quality items. I just wouldn't buy this whole system. I would get one of these things individually because I think they're well priced, well designed, and well made. I just don't like the overall system. Thank you as always for watching, and with all of that being said, I will definitely see you in the next video. Take care.